Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. Guess what? We're almost to summer. This weekend is the unofficial start to summer, so hang in there. Today, listener questions. Pam and Ricky join me, and today we talk about brunch options around Disney Springs. How good does that sound? Split stay options. How should you divide a week when you're looking at a split stay? Should it be 2-5, 3-4? What do you do when you do a split stay? Should you put the deluxe very heavily weighted? Should you do the, half and half? We talk about that today. Pam's the expert there. We also get a great question about trying to squeeze in Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, both on one trip. How do you stretch that out to make that happen? And a question about salt and straw. Best flavors. Do you go crazy with one of those exotic flavors, or do you stick to the basics? We talk about that and much more on today's show. Don't forget, today's podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We're standing by to help you plan a great Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, or Adventures by Disney vacation for no additional cost to you and concierge level service. Check out all the details right now over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online for all those summer goods that are going to help you have fun this summer. One extra click is all we ask, and it supports us in a big way if you just keep doing it all the time. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys make all these shows possible. So a huge thank you to all of our supporters. You can support us as well, just $5 a month, and you'll get our bonus show every week. It's called Mike in the Midwest. Coming over. We'd love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2491 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from beourguestpodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week already. And the cicada maybe have moved into your neighborhood. I know that it is here in the Be Our Guest Podcast studios. The cicada are just, they're creeping in on the eye to the world here in our studios because it's just a constant hum. It's just bzzz all the time. If you're somewhere else in the world and you don't have the invasion of the cicada like we do here in the center of the United States, it's a wild thing already this summer. I mean, we haven't hit Memorial Day yet. It's going to happen this weekend, the unofficial start to summer here in the States. And I'll just tell you, quick little antidote. You want a little story to start today's show? So apparently my brother-in-law, who lives about a half a mile from us, and they just moved here a couple of years ago, right into, the next neighborhood over. He's doing a little home repair, right? And he's getting they got an in-ground pool, and they're getting the house ready for the summer, right? Being a great homeowner. Gets out the power washer to get everything cleaned up for the summer the other day, a couple days ago. Takes out the power washer, starts power washing. And apparently, we found this out through research. He was attacked by just a ton of cicada as soon as he got the power washer out. And apparently the sound of a power washer or a trimmer, like a weed whacker, is a mating call to cicadas. So if you don't want to get the cicada all excited, do not take out these kind of power tools in this right now, this time of year, because it excites them and it will get them to attack you because he was attacked by lots and lots of cicadas. So there's your fun fact for today, brought to you by the Be Our Guest Podcast. But that's not why you're here. You're here to hear about Disney. And we're going to be answering your listener questions.
That was just like a bonus.
That was. I just want to throw it out there right off the top of the show because somebody might be getting ready. They're like, I'm going to go outside and power wash as I listen to this show. I'm just saying, if you're in Illinois, don't, be careful before you pull that power cord. I could have saved a life right there. Just saying, Ricky. I mean, and also I saw a story that if dogs eat cicada, it's okay. They taste like peanut butter. So there's your cicada facts for the day. Ricky, what's going on from themouseforless.com and at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com? Happy Wednesday.
I have learned more about cicadas in the last few minutes than I ever wanted to know in my entire life.
Cicadas are awesome. I mean, as long as they stay out of your, hair and, nose and mouth and stuff. It's
that'd be
pretty
good.
cool. Yeah.
I just want to thank everybody who sent out their love and thoughts for me this week because I had to say goodbye to my one cat, Opie. So I just want to thank everybody who, reached out and said their thanks and their well wishes to me. So thank you. I'm still very sad, obviously, but for those who watch on the live, feeds, you would see him kind of curl up in my lap every episode or so. So it's going to be a rough one, knowing that he's not going to be curling up on my lap today, but it'll be okay. So thank you, everybody.
All right. We do have the best listeners, and they've been sending all your love us on Instagram, so it's good to see. And thinking of you this week.
Yep.
All right. Also joining us, we have Pam Forrester, co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel. Pam, Pennsylvania, you guys having the cicada too? I mean, this afternoon it was just super loud outside. It's crazy.
They haven't really started here yet. I can't remember what cycle we're on, and I think this is a year where we have 2 different emergences of the cicadas.
I see what you did there.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, right? It was, but I will just say the weather here is beautiful. Steve and I worked outside today. It was just one of those, like this whole week, I think we're going to be working outside. So it's getting me ready for some Lighthouse Point.
Stop. I feel like she's rubbing it all in.
That was a name drop.
Yeah, I just feel like everything is just a little like rubbing.
I know.
I know. I get to experience all those.
I'm
looking
not cicada.
forward to Lighthouse Point.
Lighthouse Point, no cicada.
Yeah. No cicadas, but yes to the Lighthouse Point. Yeah.
I mean, there could be. Who knows? I doubt it though. Yeah.
I don't know. But Mike, I want to show you have a Team FLT thing on. I do too. This is our To Infinity and Beyond one.
Nice.
I know, right? So I was excited about that one. But yes, I know we're sporting the gear.
Well, I'm a little low on PB right now. I'm not talking peanut butter. A little low on the iron. So I've been bundling up lately. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to be Iron Man here in the next few weeks. So it'll be all good. I'll be ready to go. I'll be on performance enhancing drugs here shortly. So running 6-minute miles before you know it. But don't test me, bro, because I'll be eliminated from the Olympics. Anyway, so that's why I bundled up all the time, even though it's 90 degrees outside the window here. I want to give a quick shout out before we answer our first question to Kim Taylor, our favorite PhotoPass photographer down at Walt Disney World, friend of the show forever. She organizes so many great events for us. She put together a Be Our Guest podcast meetup at Disney Springs this past weekend. They went to eat. And they went to eat. And they also went to eat, I think. I think they ate there. But they also went to eat the restaurant over there in the marketplace. And so many of our friends from the old days were there, friends new and old. But it was just, when I saw that picture, I literally kind of choked up because it almost looked like a picture that could have been taken back in the Mouse Fest days at our very first meet in 2008. I mean, that's how long we've been around, 2008. Because I saw Messiah, I saw the Shine Golds, I saw so many friends. The Griffiths were there. I just wanted to hug the picture because I was so sad that I wasn't there. I wish I could have been. And it was just so good to see so many friends still getting together after 16 years. I mean, to do that, Kim, thank you for doing that. And thanks to everybody who came out. And I hope a lot of people shared hugs and memories and stories. It was just good to see Messiah back in the States. It's been a while for her and her husband there. I mean, wasn't that cool to see that picture? And thanks for sharing that over on the Discord, Kim.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I thought it was like, it's been a long time since Messiah's been over here and everyone else who was in the photo. So yeah, absolutely.
Glad to see it because that's what the show's all about. It's about the people and it's about the friends and it's about the memories. So awesome. And again, go over to the Discord and check it out. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/Discord. It's in the meetup channel. All right. First question of the day says, Hello Christmas 2025 question. Oh, 2025. Okay. It says, hey, Mike, I've booked my next trip for October 29th to November 9th. So that's a good long trip. I guess it's 2025. Our goals in these dates is to experience both Halloween and Christmas. I've done both and love both, but my family has not done Halloween. I know we will get a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party date on one of those busy October dates, and based on my own knowledge, we should luck into a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on likely that Saturday the 8th before we leave. Any advice based on your knowledge of historical dates? Will we get to attend a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or should we give up on that dream? Thanks for all you guys do. Elise, she is in Torbay, NL. I don't know where NL is. NL. It's not a state that I know of.
I think she means 2024 because I'm looking at the 8th as a Friday in 2024.
Okay. Well, she says 2025.
Maybe she means 2025. Let me look at what
I don't know.
2025 is.
Either way.
No, the 8th is a Saturday. No,
This
they
is
usually
you.
don't come on Saturdays.
This is all you, Ricky. Look at the calendar. And let me just say, I give myself a pat on the back because there were a lot of abbreviations in this one that I expanded out to English language during the email,
for
which
you.
is hard. That's always one that gets me.
NL is probably the Netherlands. So
Yes.
Could be. If not, it sounds really cool. So let's go with
It
it.
does. Yeah. All right. All right. So looking at the calendar, did they say when they're leaving?
Oh, I just deleted it.
I'm sorry. I know she said the 8th, and I wanted to make sure. Like, there's a really good chance that they will have a party on the 8th. So if they'll still be here past the 8th, which I'm assuming that means based off of the question, even though you deleted it, they'll probably get to experience both. So that's exciting.
All right. You got it. Because I did delete it. And I can't
Just
find
based off, that's okay. Based off of how things have run in the past, the 8th looks like it will be a good date for the party. So you should be fine.
All right, next question is from, let's see here, Mary Rose and Matt Sansone. Hey, Mike, Scotty, Pam, and Ricky. And they were on the podcast cruise with us. We have, let's see, Matt and I are considering the following trip, and we're looking for opinions on what best option might be. As you know, I'm a teacher, so my availability to travel is limited. By the way, hang in there. If you're a teacher, just hang on. That's all you can do at this point in the school year. Hang tight. Just survive in advance every day.
Ride it out. Just ride it out.
You're not teaching anything at this point. Just survive in advance one more
They've
day.
learned what they've learned.
Exactly,
That's true.
dude. It's over. Like, just get through each day. Hang in there. We love our teachers. We're looking at the July 4th trip for 2025 being non-parks, but maximizing the water park on your arrival day offer. So we want to do a split stay, aiming for around a week, but still pretty flexible on our plans. We're pretty set in starting the trip at Coronado, then transferring to a deluxe for the end of our trip. Initially, we thought about staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge for the second half, but then we thought about watching the 4th of July fireworks from the Polynesian beach. We, who normally go without a car, knew that could be a hassle to get to and back from. So then we thought about staying at the monorail line resort. Lastly, again, focusing on a non-parks trip, I thought maybe we should stay in a deluxe near Disney Springs with the water taxi there. Plus, when we had planned a Saratoga Springs trip, Matt got COVID, so we didn't enjoy that trip. I went with my mom instead. So finally to the questions. She has 3 questions. 1, how would you split up the 6 to 8 days of this trip? Would you go evenly 3 and 3, 4 and 4, or 3 and then 4? So when you, Pam, you're the queen of the split stay. Say they're going for a week. Do you equally distribute them, or do you hang more to like the deluxe on the back end? How do you normally decide like how you split the number of days?
It really depends on what my goal is for that trip. I've done both. And I will say, if you're really looking for relaxation, I would go with a longer stay on the back end. I think that you go in, and what you tend to do is your first couple days, you're all in, you're going to the parks, you're doing all that stuff, and then you get tired. And you use the resort amenities at the resort you're at a little more. And I think that's sort of the way to do it. If you were doing a stay that was 7 nights, I'd do 3 and 4 probably, and have your 4-night be your longer stay at the deluxe resort, the place where you can really enjoy the amenities. That's my preferred. I've actually even done 2 and 5. So it just depends on, where that's going. 2, like, I bounce around a lot, and I'm sort of a professional resort hopper at this point.
You totally are.
I know. So I realize that's not everyone's cup of tea, and I completely understand that. For me, it doesn't matter. If I have a place to put my head at the end of the night, I'm usually pretty happy with that. But sometimes I do, I'm looking for that relaxation, and I do try to plan a longer time. And I think just having more time at a resort sort of gives you the opportunity to do some of those resort activities. So they're only offered on certain days, and you might be like, oh dang it, I wanted to do tie-dye, but that's only at the pool on Thursday or whatever. This way I think you have a lot more time to enjoy some of that. And please, 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 for the love of God, make time to do Movie Under the Stars. It's one of my favorite things to do at a Disney resort. It's just a cool activity, so relaxing. There's just something about seeing a movie at Walt Disney World or at Disneyland. And I'm thinking back to this little conversation we heard, these two children who were in the pool at the boardwalk one night, and Up was on. This is when they were showing movies, like they're at the quiet pool, so you can see the movie and be in the pool, right? And it gets to the point, that really sad point, where
You mean like the first 45 minutes of that movie or what? Like, dude, it tears your heart out.
It's the first 15 minutes, I think. But anyways, at the point where Ellie it passes away.
Wait, spoiler alert! Oh, too late.
I know, right? And these two little kids are in the pool, and the one little boy looks at his sister and he's like, she's dead.
Oh, God.
Remember when Grandma died? She died.
Oh no!
I was like, whoa. And the little girl just sort of took it in stride. She was like, yeah, okay.
That got dark real quick.
Yes, it did.
I'm like, hey, kid, can't we ease into this a little bit or something?
And see, this is fact. This stuff happens at deluxe resorts, not just values.
100%. That kid just wanted to make sure his sister knew what was going on.
Oh my gosh.
It was a little subtle. It is subtle. There's some subtlety to that. So maybe he was not quite sure that she would get that anyways. But no, it's a good time. It really is.
Wow. Okay. By the way, they do sometimes at the value show, like the movie, like right there in the pool. Like I've seen them at Pop Century pop that inflatable screen up.
The
like right
inflatable
there.
thing, yeah.
And that thing's come a long way, right? They've been showing movies under the stars probably for a decade, but it's become more of an event, because like when they used to do it, it'd be like 5 kids watching it. Now it's like, it's almost like a drive-in.
I know. I love it. There's just something about seeing a movie outside, isn't there?
It is. Because think about it, like today's generation has never experienced a drive-in movie. It's like drive-in without a car. People bring their stuff out of the rooms, snacks. It's a to do, and that's actually her third question was like some things to do. So that's one of them. Okay, I would do the 3-4. Here's the second question: which deluxe option would you choose for a non-park trip? Would you do Animal Kingdom Lodge? If you go to the monorail, which one would you pick? In Disney Springs, which one would you pick? So Animal Kingdom Lodge or the monorail resort? So for the monorail, I'm going to throw in a sleeper. She says she wants to see, because the 4th of July, the Polynesian would give you the best view of the fireworks. The Polynesian's hard to beat, right? But for the sleeper in the summer, this is a sleeper, Wilderness Lodge. It's a good value. It's got good dining. It's got an awesome pool, and it's just chill. Like if you really want to chill, Wilderness Lodge is a sleeper. Now you're not going to get the fireworks view. You're giving that up. But you could schedule a meal over there. Go to Ohana. Do an ADR if you want to do that, and then you're in.
Yeah,
but
that's a great idea.
I like Wilderness Lodge. Guys are playing good pool, and it's sleeper hit. But that'd be mine. It's not on the monorail though. But you got the boat to the Magic Kingdom if you want to take a nice boat. They're not going to the parks, but if you want to just ride the boat, so that'd be mine. Disney Springs, Ricky. What would you pick for like a Disney Springs hotel, like deluxe? So you only got 2. You got Saratoga and Old Key West, really.
Old Key West, yeah.
And Port Orleans.
Well, yeah, you do have the Port Orleans. I was thinking. Well,
she wants a deluxe though.
Yeah, that's not deluxe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know how much you guys love Old Key West, and I think that's a really good choice. But proximity wise, I may say Saratoga, just because you really are like walking distance from Disney.
I would say Saratoga. Me too.
So I think
Old Key West needs a Josh.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have to start going off on Old Key West.
No, but I'm telling you, I'm
Easy.
telling the truth
Wow.
Save it for Friday,
Down.
Pam. Save it for
And
Friday.
listen to me. Do I still stay there? Yes,
Yes.
I do. Does it need a zhuzh?
Yes, it
does.
does. All right, there we go.
Easy.
I don't want them to take the flavor away. I just want them to get maybe new window coverings and couches.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
all right.
That
We'll
sounds
take.
good. That sounds good.
All right, we'll accept that.
Okay.
Okay, good. And then she said, she says, we're so used to parks. Go, go, go. What's a resort or springs activity you would recommend that we do? We've done mini golf, probably will again. Might even try one of the real golf courses. So we had a caller call in Sunday night and talk about foot golf over at
yeah.
Is it Oak Trail? I think it's over next to the Palm and the Magnolia. And they say they do that with their family every trip. And they say that you could. There was a caller from Tennessee who was awesome. He's like, it's like golf, but you don't have to worry about all the fanciness. He's got the soccer ball, so that'd be fun. They were talking about staying at Coronado for the front half. They have that mosaic art tile thing you can do up in the Dahlia Lounge, but you got to register for that. You do it like an ADR. It's like 60 days out. You sign up for that. So that'd be kind of fun, like little arts and crafts. And they always have those kind of arts and crafts activities like tie-dye and stuff around the resorts. Anything else you guys could throw out there, you think?
I think so many of the resorts have different art activities that you can pay sort of a nominal amount for. So check that out. Sangria University at Coronado. Hello, I have advanced degrees from there.
Right.
I earned them.
you got the hood. Did Steve the hood
100%. I got
knight
to
you
wear
or
the
whatever?
gold.
Yeah, exactly.
The gold. Yes, they recognized. They knew.
Of course, yes.
Then I had to do it again. So
Oh no.
I gotta pull out that certificate and put it on my wall somewhere here in the office.
You'll move all the
It's
Super
worth
Bowl
the
trophies
wall.
behind you and just
Right.
put it out there.
Clear those off.
What's important?
Yeah, and I think too, I mean, one of the things I think at Coronado and whatever deluxe you decide to stay at is they all have great lounges and they're great options for different meals. I know that these two know because I listen to the podcast, but my family, they probably would need if there weren't for lounges many trips.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
Help a starving
Yes.
Pennsylvania family out,
I know,
go to a lounge.
right? Don't believe them when you see them posting on the internet. So.
Exactly. All right, 2 questions. We have Simon over in the UK, famous for the Trip Report show about a month back. Go check it out. He says, hey, BOGB crew, flying in from the UK in 2025, thinking about adding a few days at Disneyland in California before moving to the world. What are your top tips on how to squeeze this in prior to traveling to Florida? Cheers, Simon. So what would you say to that? Like going to California first? I think this is actually, rather simple. Just maximize your time out there. And I would say stay on site. Disneyland, really any of the 3 on-site hotels now because Pixar Place is jamming.
Boom.
Yes.
I'm still Disney. I love the Disneyland Hotel for the history.
I know, 'cause you love the
feel.
nostalgia
I love
factor.
nostalgia is super strong with me. You know that. But
Yes.
Grand California is gorgeous. That's Scott's favorite. I mean, you just can't go wrong. Really, get Genie Plus, get Park Hopper. And you can just knock everything out. And I mean, 3 days, boom. I mean, you've done it all. I mean, you've not done it all, but you really feel like you have. I mean, and boom, go to the world and just have your fun. But I mean, Genie Plus, put those on your tickets, put your Park Hopper, and just go at it. And then, I mean, 3 days, a weekend, boom, go to the world. You can do that.
Yeah.
The
sure.
only thing I could think of that's gonna cause some issue is the time zone difference, because it's coming back is gonna be a little bit harder. I feel like,
But it's in his favor. I mean, it's a
easier to
huge
go
in his
easier
favor.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
it is.
Because Ian on his trip
yeah.
report from the UK just a couple of weeks ago talked about how he uses that tremendously to his favor. Like
Good.
on
Okay,
the
perfect.
early, he gave like a strategy, right? Because he's from the UK. Like they go to like early morning hours for the first part of his trip, like because they're from the UK. Like they're just like woo, like standing, at 6 o'clock in the morning waiting to get into the parks because it's noon for them. You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah,
at the end of
that's a
the
good
park,
point.
at the end of their trip, the second half, like they're tired, so they kind of readjust how they go to the parks. I was like, that's genius
That is genius. Yeah.
because you got 6 hours you're playing with. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, you're smart.
And but if they start in California, they have like 9 hours to play with.
Right,
So
exactly.
Yeah, so that's why I was like,
they got a half a day in their pocket. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
I thought I was like jamming because I had 2 time zones. I'm like, when I was out there in January, I'm like 2 time zones, 2 times. They got 9 or something.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But then going back, ooh,
Yeah, going back's gonna be hard.
Oh, no thanks. All right, MCO Joe. I like that name. Over on YouTube. Shout out says, best option for Disney Springs brunch? This sounds like a Pam question and a Ricky question.
Hello, I have the answer.
I know she has the answer.
I have 2.
Okay.
Of course, Homecoming. Come on, the Hallelujah Biscuit.
Hallelujah.
And among other things, but there are so many great choices. Their avocado toast is great. Everything I've ever had there. And of course, Raglan Road. I think Raglan Road's a great choice too. Great food, great brunch menu, great drinks. Yeah, you can't get much better than those 2.
Are the Irish dancers out for brunch?
They are.
No, there you go. Does Boathouse have a brunch?
It's just their regular menu. I don't believe they actually have a brunch. But yes, just the regular menu. And of course, the Boathouse is always a good standard. Like the burger. Of course, I'm still bitter about the Gibson burger. Like really and truly, how can that not be on the menu?
But the sliders are there. It's okay.
Sliders are there. They're good.
They're so good.
They were not there the last time I was there.
No, they because one of my buddies that's from Columbia, Missouri, who relocated to Florida, went to the Boathouse for the very first time yesterday. And
good.
On Twitter, and I told him sliders, and he got the sliders, took a picture, so they're there.
Good.
And the fries. He got those fries with whatever's on them. Oh man,
are they? Yeah, they like rosemary, or
no,
they?
It's the kind they have at Primo Piatto. I'm not fancy, but they have that like oh man, what is it called? It's
like the mushroom.
No, it's not mushroom. I wouldn't eat mushroom.
It is.
It's like
truffle
fries.
Truffle,
Which is
mushroom.
Which is a mushroom.
Shut up! Is it? Oh my God! I'm not eating it again. Oh my God! I thought it was good.
Stop! Just eat this stupid.
You did not need to tell me that. Oh,
that's what I was like trying to find.
Yeah, like it's definitely
that's mushroom. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like salt or something, like some fancy salt.
Fancy mushroom.
I thought it was like fancy
but it's
salt.
not like when you have truffle. It's usually like truffle oil.
Wow.
Is what you're getting on the fries. So that's all it is.
The stuff you learn that you don't want to come into your headphones.
You're fine. You
well,
eat
not.
it. You like
you
it.
already ate it.
Dude, I've eaten a lot of it. That's what worries me.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll be
Interesting. Good. Yeah. Maybe.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Well, obviously it doesn't help with iron. Okay. Well, all right.
No.
Sydney's got a question as I reassess my life that I've been eating all these mushrooms. Sydney says, hey, BOGP crew. I emailed a couple of weeks ago about dining in Epcot during my husband and I's 10th anniversary trip. Thanks for your feedback. We're super excited to eat at some delicious restaurants and food booths. Number 1 on my list is the Honey Bistro. We're leaving this Friday for our trip, Friday afternoon and evening. We're going to spend in Disney Springs, and Saturday we'll be at Epcot. I have a couple of questions. I would like to try salt and straw for dessert on Friday night. Do you have any flavors you would recommend? Also, is there a place that we can get a celebration button in Disney Springs? Thanks for your help, Sydney. So all I know is that Salt and Straw has the funkiest flavors. They probably have mushroom ice cream. I would not doubt it. They've
had some
it's probably like
flavors.
mushroom ice cream with like shoe leather and like Old Spice.
And if you get it, it tastes lovely.
It probably does, but the flavors there, I'm like, can I just get hot fudge?
Yeah,
you can, but I mean, I'm so boring, right?
Yeah. No,
so recommended salt and straw flavors, ladies. I don't.
For me, it's just all about the chocolate chip cookie dough.
That's how it should be. Why chance it? Why take a risk?
Like
why do you gotta get pickle?
They don't have a pickle flavor right now. They do, as far as the Disney menu goes online. They have a jasmine milk tea, almond stracciatella. I don't know what that means, but okay. Pistachio with saffron and rose water. Rhubarb crumble with toasted anise. lemon marigold amaro sherbet, and green fennel and maple.
This totally sounds like something you would get at like Remy. You know,
Yeah,
like on the
no,
cruise ship. Like I have no idea what's coming out on that plate
But
at all.
the good news is they have regular flavors too. So if you're but then like some of their classic flavors are also a little unusual. So they do have like a honey lavender, although I know lavender's like been all the rage right now with like Starbucks and their drinks right now. But there's also the strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper, which is a big favorite.
Pepper in an ice cream. See, that just does not sound right. That sounds like
it's really
opposite.
good.
Pepper in an ice
doesn't,
cream.
Doesn't Steve like that one a lot, Pam?
No, the salty donut and guava is his
that's the one.
favorite.
I knew
Salty
he liked one of the
donut and
unusual ones.
guava.
And it's totally worth getting. It's sort of like a cheesecake with bits of donut in it.
Now see, if you call the ice cream a cheesy, like cheesecake and donut, I'm in. Like, just call it that.
No.
But that's really what it tastes like. But the other thing I wanted to say about Salt and Straw is that they do have flavors for those who can't have milk. So like I can't have milk, so they do have vegan flavors which would not have milk in it too. And one of them is a peanut butter brittle something or other, peanut butter something, which is actually pretty good. So as far as that goes, I think that's a good thing too. But I think you owe it to yourself. So a regular cone is actually 2 scoops typically.
Yep.
You owe it to yourself to get one that you know you're going to like and try another one. And the great thing about Salt and Straw is they let you taste all of their flavors before you order.
They do, which is great.
It's definitely worth it. If you have one that you think you might like, absolutely give it a try. You don't have to like be afraid of trying the new things.
No.
I'd be afraid to be like,
Mike, I'm speaking right to you.
She's looking right at you, Mike.
Right at you.
Chew leather.
No,
you don't have to be afraid of the new flavors.
I'm still tripping that I was eating mushrooms. I probably that's probably why I like it so much. I probably was tripping when I was eating the cookies or the fries because it was mushrooms. You can get a celebration button. There is like a welcome center at Disney Springs. I bet you they have them because that's right.
Services,
Yep, because that's the hack. That's when I would upgrade my Magic Your Way ticket to an annual pass.
100%.
I go there instead of one of those ticket windows at the parks because you get like lemon water and you get taken care of like you're in a bank instead of like a plebe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Gen Pop.
Hey, how about real quick breaking news? How about the shipping center they added to Disney Springs?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think that was needed.
Yeah, probably. But do keep in mind it is a third-party shipping center, so it's not like it does have a little higher cost, I think. But if you need something shipped, hey, it's well worth it. That's my theory. So, use it if you need it. I think it's a great thing now.
Well, it has to be third party because Disney doesn't ship stuff. It's got to be FedEx
they used
or UPS.
to. They used to ship stuff though, so that's kind of.
I think it's like UPS or something.
Yeah. It's just not labeled a UPS store. It's kind of what I'm saying.
But it is. Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by it's third party. Yeah, it's not labeled the third party, but it is third party. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we have a question from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So that means we got to get to it. And it says urgent Memorial Day weekend trip.
Hey.
That's like soon. That's like in 2 days. Let's get to this one.
Right.
Hey, BOGP crew. This Disney World family is about to visit Disneyland for the first time. Roll Tide. That wasn't in there, but there you go. We're skipping ADRs for this trip, but we wanted to get some recommendations on quick service options. We'll have 3 park days with a hopper. Can you give us your top 3 quick service recommendations for Disneyland and your top 3 for DCA bonus points for your favorite breakfast option in each park? Thanks for all you do. And Roll Tide, Brooke McCorkle in Tuscaloosa, T-Town. All right, first of all, have a blast. We'll all throw out one. Sleeper pick, I'm throwing out the Hungry Bear at Disneyland. It's still open, even though it's kind of in the middle of critter country and all the mess. Dude, I'm telling you, it's not super fancy food, but they have good options. The chicken sandwich, for some reason, back there rocks. What you enjoy, though, is the seating. You can sit there on the rivers of America. The train will go by. You can see all the stuff. Hungry Bear. Trust me on this one. Good place to eat at Disneyland. And you can just walk up and grab it. Or you can mobile order, whatever you want to do. All right, Hungry Bear. So that's one. Okay, Disneyland, another quick service, Ricky.
you got to go to the Little Red Wagon, right? You got to get a corn dog. It's the
corn
best
dog.
corn dog in the entire world. So I think you have to get that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You can also get it at the Golden Horseshoe.
Not the
place.
same.
It
Not
is the same because I've had both. It's the same corn dog. I swear they come out of the same fryers. I've had both.
They don't. It's not the same.
I think it is. I swear they probably just come out of the same fryers.
You have to get it from the Little Red Wagon.
I've had both. Okay. Pam, quick service.
I'm going to Bengal barbecue.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
Barbecued meats, right? I mean, and they have sauces, and that's great. So,
and it's jungly over in Adventureland.
It is very jungly. You can sit in the jungly. You can go on over and sit at the veranda terrace or Adventureland veranda or whatever it's called over there, and you can see the Jungle Cruise coming in. You can hear the skipper jokes even. So yeah, it's a good thing.
So over to DCA, I'm killing two birds with one stone. Probably shouldn't say. I'm going to answer two questions with one thing. I don't know if you're even allowed to say the thing I just said anymore, but breakfast and counter service place is the Smoke Jumpers Cafe right there to the right as you're heading over to Soarin' in DCA. As you go in, they have a killer breakfast burrito. Because I need protein in the morning. I can't have like Starbucks and a donut. I'll be shaking in 15 minutes. They have a great breakfast burrito and like French fries. They're like breakfast potatoes or something they call them, but they're like hash browns, French fries, whatever. But that breakfast burrito, man, I have it all the time and it is so good. And I think you can also get it on a cart. Like as you make that turn into Pixar Pier right there, there's like a cart as you go across that bridge. There's a coffee cart. And I think they sell the burrito there too. But it's just fun in the Smoke Jumpers Cafe. So that's going to be and you can get food there all day too, but that's a good breakfast. So that's my quick service for DCA. Ricky, a quick service for DCA.
Yeah, so I am going to go with the Cozy Cone Motel number 3, the chili cone queso.
So good. Yeah. So good.
So good. I mean, how can you go wrong with chili and a, handheld bread bowl with cheese and corn chips? I mean, duh, it's so good. So I'm going to go with that. But I'm going to go with a second choice, more for breakfast, but also you could go there for lunch or dinner too. And that is going to be the Pim Test Kitchen. So I've had breakfast there before and it's really good. But then, I also know that they have right now they have some really fantastic options. It looks like for lunch, they have like this giant taco that looks just phenomenally delicious.
God bless America for giant tacos.
Yes. So.
I just want the little one. Yeah, we ate it. That's the first place I ever ate at DCA when we went out there. And you got like a little bitty tiny fork and.
Yeah, they have right now I'm looking at their menu and they have a cookies and cream cold brew that, oh my gosh, I wish I could have that right now. That sounds amazing. So yikes, that's cookie cold brew with sweet cold foam. Yes. Sounds
Didn't they have they had like was it just the conveyor belt when I was there? But that place is so cool to go in and when you get your food, it's like a conveyor belt comes out like a huge pretzel or something.
Yeah, they have the huge pretzel.
It's a big pretzel.
Yeah, the quantum pretzel.
Was my food though? I'm trying to remember when we ate there because we ate outside. It was beautiful. But did I not get like a teeny tiny pancake? And like, I mean, was I not mad? Because I mean, I want a full size pancake.
A teeny tiny egg. You get
a
the
teeny
tiny egg. Because I'm thinking, did I not get mad about this? Like, I mean, I want full size food. I mean, I know the gimmick. I know my fork was like the size of like a toothpick. It was
you got a teeny tiny egg.
And I ate with my little fork. I mean, my fork was like an inch. It was tiny. It was funny. Oh, Pam, one more quick service for DCA.
So I love Cass's Cafe. That's the place where you can get the Mickey shaped and the Baymax shaped sourdough. And just another shout out of an option for breakfast. And that's the little shawarma places in Avengers Campus. And they're actually yum. So I would try those too.
Don't forget, you can get free food in DCA. Go on the sourdough tour.
I know it was closed when we were there, so. Wah, wah.
It's good. Yeah, we stood in line for dropped basically the buying the Baymax bread last time we were there.
We bought it when we were just there too. So how can you not buy it? It's so cute.
He tastes good too. No regrets on eating that
sourdough.
guy. Oh man.
Yeah.
Whew. And it's like San Francisco or whatever. I mean, sourdough, I guess, is supposed to taste better in San Francisco. Oh, man. So good.
Yeah.
All right, last question of the day. And it's from Sean. It says, happy Monday. Scratch that. Happy Wednesday, BOGP crew. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
We have a DVC split stay scheduled for December of 2024. 2 nights at Saratoga and 2 nights at the Grand Flow. Doing it right, Sean. Doing it right. We're thinking about purchasing the dining plan for this trip. Will we have to buy 2 dining plans, one for each trip? I'm figuring so, but I figured I'd ask. Thank you for all the great advice. Sean up in the mitten. Pam Forrester, I'll let you say.
Well, so yes, you do, but it won't cost you anymore.
No.
So you're okay because it's a cost per night. So it actually doesn't cost you any more to get the 2 dining plans. The one issue is tickets, but we can work with Disney on the back end to make sure you have tickets throughout your whole stay. So.
All right. And enjoy the good food during your trip. You're going to have a good time. Great time to go to December. All right. So that's going to do it for today's show. Now, Friday, we're going to have fun because I know a lot of you guys love talking about the Walt Disney World resorts. And what we're going to do on Friday to get you ready for the summer season, just to kind of have a fun show to kick off the long 3-day weekend here in the States. We're going to go around to each Walt Disney World Resort on-site hotel and give one positive and one negative to think about for staying there. Now, we're a positive show, but there are things to think about for every hotel. What is a positive? What's one of the greatest things about that hotel? And what's one thing to consider that could be considered a negative for staying there that could be better? So we'll do that on Friday's show. So come on back for that. Of course, tomorrow on Thursday, we'll have the replay from Sunday night's live call-in show, which was a little crazy. Scott was having internet issues for a little bit. I was a little bit distracted. Mizzou softball was in a 9-inning scoreless battle to move on in the college playoffs. And at one point they score the winning run. I scream into the microphone out of nowhere. So just, if you're listening, just be ready. If you're operating heavy machinery, just be careful. Just don't have sharp objects in your hand about halfway through the show. If you're doing surgery, if like you're a doctor, just be careful if you have a scalpel. I'm just saying, because I just all of a sudden scream. So I'm just giving the heads up there on tomorrow's show. All right. We are brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get to your next Disney destination. You could be like Simon, globetrot, the North America. Go out to Disneyland, hang out there for a little bit, go to Walt Disney World. And then, heck, you're down there. You're close to Port Canaveral. Hop on the Wish, go to the Bahamas and check out that for a few nights. And, while you get back, and hey, why not see the world with Adventures by Disney? We can do all that. That's called the quadruple mountain whammy with Disney Adventures. We'll hook you up. Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, Walt Disney World. Whatever you have planned for your Disney adventures, we'll take care of you for no additional cost to you. We just want you to have the best time ever. And that's why we're here. So just check out all the details this weekend over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Thank you so much for that as you buy your floaties and flip-flops for the summer. And thank you to our Patreon supporters. Just $5 a month supports us, and it means a lot to us. It lets us do all these shows. And you get a bonus show if you support us. So again, check us out over at Patreon. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. We'll have the live call-in show this Sunday night. Scotty G will be here in the studio, so that'll be fun. Join us at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And 24/7, we have the clubhouse open. Just today, we have been talking about where to go to the beaches in Central Florida, Clearwater, where do we have the best shells. Kim was giving us restaurant recommendations for Central Florida. We've been talking just about all kinds of fun stuff. We learned today in the clubhouse, just for example, this is what you're missing if you don't hang out with us in the Be Our Guest Podcast clubhouse. Scott's daughter does not like pizza, yet Scott and his wife met in a pizza parlor. Who knew? That dude's my best friend. I had no idea. That's why you got to be in the clubhouse. So join us, beourguestpodcast.com/Discord. Get over there today. All right, social media, Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, Pam's at TMFLT Pam. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. We'll see you over on the socials, and we'll see you back here on Friday. So until then, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.